Hey, morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project to solve the problems, challenges, and obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach the heights, goals, and ambitions that we have set for ourselves, as well as those around us. If you would like a brief introduction, a brief summary as to how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into domains of life, sub-series, analogies, and so on and so forth, including the live stream schedule, copyright-free music, and how we divvy the stream into 11 segments, 3 phases spread across a 15-minute live stream. Won't take too much of your time. You can check that all on the previous live streams for the past 3.5 years straight to January 2021 and beyond for more updated versions. Now, with that being said, dive into the second segment of today. I want to say that 3 things. First of all, this is going to be a shorter stream. Secondly, that's very fast. To skip the abridged introduction, as usual, you can just fast forward on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, whatever VOD you're watching, after the fact by about 1.5 minutes to 2, and then you'll just get right into contents. And the third point, of course, solve 8.0 override, standing for system version override 8.0. This is a rule to break all other rules, a system principle that frees myself from the system itself so that I can be practical and just get what needs done. So that being said, let's just dive right into it. So phase 2 has segments 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a look on the screen. What you see is what you get. A lot of commentary, a lot of storytelling. We have some materials and equipment, some media assets, as well as I want to talk about a little bit on the title as well of this live stream, talking about gifting a sense of family, and that has to do with something I printed out here that I can't really show you except for the back side, because it does have has faces of people who I know. So let's just dive right into it. It's going to be a short stream, like I said today. So I'm going to get rid of this now and lower the volume a little bit. So, okay. First, we'll pull the voice recording. As usual, we take a look on the screen. There's the media assets as well as the live stream itself. The voice recording is included as part of the media assets as well as the live stream, sorry. And so on the left-hand panel, we see that there's a bunch of maybe 4 recordings we made yesterday, the majority of which is recording of me at the workplace, and I know getting down some interactions again with people I care about, just largely about the minor conversations I've had, but you know, it's winding down because this is the last 5 days as I'm resigning from the workplace, and I recognize that they're starting to say, we'll miss you, and I know I'll miss them too. And I'm still trying to prepare all the gifts I have set up for them, like what we'll cover in a moment. That's what you saw the photography about, and as well the title. So that's that. And I have to mention also there was a conversation yesterday. I didn't keep in track of, was not recorded any details, so I mentioned it here. But when I came back from res, just as I was about to sleep, my domestic guardian, so one of my biological mother, came to me and asked me about. She's a different tenant in another room of the house. This is we're renting out different, there's like 5 different families, and she came to me and asked me about how to do some sort of 5-star review on one of the massage therapists that she attended, or physiotherapist, sorry, that she attended. And I had to just basically help her through Google Drive and creating her account, switching into her account. So that was something that wasn't captured in the voice recordings that should have been. Aside from that, though, that's all there is to it. As well as the title, Gifting Sense of Family. Like I said, it has to do with the photography. That's right here. I can't show you the photograph. Like I said, it's got personal identifiable information, and the point is I don't want to show people's faces without their permission. So that being said, we'll get to that, and let's move on to so that's relationships, segment 4 and 5. Segment 6, very short today, thank goodness, because I'm late for work. Memento Mori. So this is by Stoic Reflections. This is something that you can find on Instagram from Stoic Reflections. This is not my stuff, not my content, copyright notice. So it's just a calendar of, as it says, how many weeks you've lived and how many weeks you have left, and you just tick off one. If you fill in a box per week. I don't do this, but I had planned to independently. Before I even knew of this page, maybe about 5 years ago, I planned on creating a Excel database that would fill in for every single week of my life, up to about 80 years old, presuming I lived that long, something like that. And again, it's to keep you focused on the priorities in life, but once again, just check out Stoic Reflections if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Now let's move on to photography. This is segment 7. So we're going to cover now photographs of items that we are class 4 in nature, that we are making, crafting, and giving to the colleagues that I consider to be part of my family, and largely saying goodbye to, and farewell, as well as things that I received, something I received from them yesterday. I just took from the workplace because it's just really just an empty box, but I can make use of it. And I'll tell you what that is. This box here is usually used to contain scissors. I won't elaborate too much on that, largely because it is, like I said, private, confidential stuff. It has to do with business. Long story short, it's just a box that contains scissors, and the scissors are all emptied out, and we went throw this away. But I decided to keep this about a month ago, and what I intend to do is that when I, maybe a couple runs down the road, once I've sort of recovered from this kind of like breaking away from the workplace and the family that I had, that I lost once again, largely due to my domestic guardians and the past 3 decades of domestic violence, narcissistic abuse, suicidal depression, so on and so forth. Everyone's got problems, so you know the whole slew of these things, and they're major problems. And so, as I spent the past year trying to help them, trying to put them through psychotherapy and marriage counseling and business advising, I kind of lost the family that I have now. I really tested their patience as I was trying to resolve things in the domestic household. They bled into the workplace, my trust issues. So long story short, I resigned, and so I brought this crate back, and I have this stuff here that I want to maybe down the road, once I've recovered, purchase some rollerblades, a solo form of transportation, non-reliant on public. So not the bus, not the streetcars, just using some rollerblades. No biking, no motorcycles, because I don't have a motorcycle license, and that would be a liability in my opinion. And so this is the kind of box I have here, and I felt like I would cut this out, and this is kind of like the upside down says like the information on the box. So basically, I would cut out this thing and use it sort of like a backpack, not backpack, but like some sort of contraption to hold the rollerblades in place, or for me to tie it hanging in place on my back. Because obviously you can't walk into an establishment, into a building with rollerblades on. I might travel to a certain place using rollerblades, and then I'll have to switch into my shoes. So I have to wear my safety boots, attach those safety boots to this cartridge that I'll cut out somehow, and then strap it to my back while I have the rollerblades on. And that's in transportation mode. And then once I arrive, let's say nearby to a plaza or a shopping mall or the supermarket or even work, I would take off my rollerblades, switch it from my safety boots off this, and then put the rollerblades into the crate on my back. So that's the idea. Now, it's probably not going to work out that way, but we can try. And now, last but not least, the most important thing of this live stream here, what you see is what you get. Once again, it's pretty much a blank sheet of paper, because it's not actually blank. On the back side, there's a printout of the so-called family at the workplace that basically, this is a photograph, I have to say, that I am not a part of. This is something that was probably maybe 5 years, 10 years actually in advance, 10, 15 years ago. But that's not the point, because it's not supposed to be significant for me. I'm gifting a card and a lot of return money from Christmas over to my colleagues. And so that's what you see on the right hand side here. My hands here, hello. So on the back is a photograph, a printout, and I intend on folding in half and slipping inside these cards right here. So just like that. Shoot. Like the one that just fell down. Alright, I would slip it inside here, and then have the money inside, leave a message about trust and family and what they've taught me a little bit, and also what they essentially represent. And so that's what it's all about. And I'm probably gonna print out at least 2 or 3 more to fold up and insert, because there's at least 3 or 4 cards for each department that I am usually in touch with. So that's that, and I think that's it. So I'm gonna deliver the take-home message, which is, no, moving to my bad. I'm trying to end it soon, sooner than I expected. But there's some news here that I've got to document, having to do with politics, money, and markets. talks about how China's trying to crack down on certain technological industries. No, a whole bunch of different industries, and talk about securities and accounting and trying to crack down on fraud. Obviously, it's a bit ironic coming from China, but I'm not gonna touch too much about that. Speaking of which, fitness and sleep wise, I kind of fell back. Like I knew it would happen. Yesterday I came back, someone's in the washroom taking a shower. Just immediately as I come back, she enters the shower to take a shower. And then I just lose it and I go downstairs and I binge eat. It was bad and I slept too late. And then I ate too much food, so digestively, sleep-wise, waking up early on time. No, we're waking up late. We didn't exercise this morning. We didn't drink enough water. All that kind of jazz. It all kind of fell in place. We went back like 1 or 2 steps because of that. That was annoying. All right, so get up. Phase 3. So talking about phase 3, let's get rid of photographs. This is region D1, region D3 on the floor, and region A788. Obviously, I just showed you region B1 has the cards here that we're going to insert to slip this photograph and more printouts of the photographs. So that's all I have over here in region A9 that I need to talk about. A and D1 here has the box, like I said. Here's the box, right? Cut it out using a box, some safety cutters, utility knives or whatever. And then on the right hand side, region D1, we have all this trash I want to throw away. Just some recyclable cartridges. You can see there's a box within a box within a box. There's like 4 of them, crackers and cookies and stuff like that. Then we can put all this, once again, packaging within packaging, spoons, napkins inside, it's all trash, garbage, recyclable, same thing here, recyclables. So yeah, fold it up, take the banana to work, that kind of stuff. Get some supplements over there, And also in region D4, here is the mooncake. Like I said, I moved over here to region D4 from B1 on the floor, B3 on the floor to region D4. So this luggage bag as well as the mooncakes up here, which we're going to give probably on Friday. And the plan I recognize now, by the way, is probably to pass it over to HR and say, listen, COVID-19 restrictions, obviously, maybe someone has to have some tongs and safety gloves and everyone needs to have hand sanitizer before they eat this. I don't know how it's going to work out. She might not decide to do that. I'll leave that up to her discretion. That being said, this is the Ahn Rho Project. Thank you for tuning in to the take-home message now. I never do this as often because, I never have enough time. But since I have about a minute left, the take-home message of the Ahn Rho Project, let's face it here. Take care of yourselves, your health, your finances. As usual, make sure you become a strong, disciplined, responsible individual. Because the best thing, I hope you share this understanding with me, that the best way for you to help the people that you care for is to first take care of yourself first. Make sure that you're able to handle the negative challenges and problems in life, whatever that may be, and resolve the positive aspects and again, challenges in life, whatever those things may be, from raising your kids or taking care of your spouse, your husband or wife. Maybe you have grandkids, I don't know who's watching. Maybe it's a career prospect that you're really aiming for, really ambitious about. Could be a hobby even, I don't really know. The negative things, obviously, maybe you have severe health issues, or maybe you have financial ruin. Maybe there's something really going on between you and your blood, your family, and friends. Resolve them and work towards the positive thing in life. So with that being said, not to preach, this is just me trying to live out what I'm supposed to do and constantly improve myself. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning. This is the Ahn Rho Project. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see a better version of you as well as myself in the next live stream tomorrow morning. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao.